Do you want to improve your balance so that you can reduce your risk of falling and feel more stable in life? If so, you're in the right place. So find a place where you can do some mindful movement. We'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The hands can come to the lower abdomen, just taking a few deep breaths in and out. Just letting go of the worries from the day. Just coming into the present moment, breathing in and breathing out, whichever way feels good for you. And then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top just for a moment, and then let it out with a big sigh. Just letting out tension and stress. The hands float down by the sides. As you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front as you gather in the energy, bring it into the heart, send it down towards the earth, sinking the chi. Breathing in, gather, breathing out, or take as many breaths as you need. One more time, sink the chi. And then step one foot out to the side, either foot, the arms float up in front. The arms float down, the knees and hips soften. So we open the door, breathing in, rising up, breathing out, letting go. Like we're riding on a wave in the ocean. One more time, the tide rolls in, the tide rolls out. This time the arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings. The arms float down, the palms face up. They float up the midline, pressing up overhead, then floating out and down, holding up the sky. Rising up, opening the shoulders and chest, decompressing the spine, floating down, nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, holding up the sky. This time the hands float up to the heart. One hand pushes up, the other pushes down, connecting the sky and the earth. Switching sides. All right, this time, if you want, you can do a side bend, nice and easy, just easing in. And then to the other side. This time, bottom hand comes up, push to the corner, the other hand pushes behind. Coming back to center, push to the other corner, the dragon spreads its wings. This time, if you want, you can turn a little bit more, pivoting on the feet, maybe even looking over the shoulder. And then once more to the other side. This time, the back hand swings around as if it's gliding on the surface of the water. The other hand comes around as the dragon swings its tail, sending out little waves into the distance. All right, one more time. This time the hands come together, prayer position. They come right in front of the heart, coming right to center. Step one foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, sinking down, softening the hips and knees. And then as you rise up to the side, the fingertips point up. Then coming back down to center, other side, swimming dragon, part one. Coming back down, breathing in and breathing out. All right, one more time. This time the hands turn on to their sides and then drift right across the eye level and across the heart. And then lower abdomen. Swimming dragon part two. Float back up, drift across. Coming down a little bit more. And then down low. And then release, round out, hug the tree. Step one foot in a little bit closer. And then from here, the hands draw in towards the heart and then push out to the side. Draw the hands back in, push out to the other side. The dragon stretches its tail. This time as you push out to the side, the opposite foot touches out the other way. Step back in, reaching the foot out to the side. This time, you can touch the toes in front. Tapping down. Other side, tap the toes. This time you can step behind. You don't have to go very far, just enough to challenge the balance to where you're at. All right, and then from here you can cross the leg diagonally behind or just step directly back. One more time, the dragon stretches its tail. And then hug the tree, soften, step the foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, the fingertips dip down towards the earth. The hands float all the way up and over, and then down the midline of the body like you're holding a column of air. Scooping down, coming all the way up. Down the center, one more time, digging in the garden. And then reverse direction, the fingertips point up. They float all the way out and down, scooping under, and then back up the midline as we harvest from the garden. All right, one more time. This time the hands float all the way up and over, round out and hug the tree, step the foot in a little bit closer, and then from here the arms rise all the way up. They float all the way out to the sides and then down the back. So placing the hands on the back, sliding down the legs, coming all the way down, and then bend the knees, the hands come forward. The hands rise up. Coming down, the hands float to the back, sliding down the legs as we brush the earth and the sky. Coming up, one more time. The hands scoop down towards the back, sliding down, keeping the legs mostly straight. You can bend as needed, then bend the knees. The hands float all the way up. Then the hands float down the center line, palms face down towards the earth. And brush the hands out to the corner. Let them circle around, and then back out to the other corner, making a figure 8 as we polish the table. Nice gentle rotation, leaning into it if you want. Still breathing. All right, one more time. And this time the hands float down. They drift up to shoulder height. And then other side, the hands float up. All right, this time from here, this hand here scoops down. It comes right out in front. The elbow bends, the hand comes to eye level, and then back down. Same side, just the arms. The hand comes right out in front. This time you can lift your leg, touching down as needed, the elbow right over the thigh. The rooster stands on one leg. Stepping down, same side, touching down or lifting up a little bit higher if you want. Meeting yourself where you're at. One more time. The rooster stands on one leg. Very nice. Other side. The hands drift over, they float up to shoulder height. And then this hand here scoops down and comes right out in front. And then back down. Same side, just the arms. Coming right out in front. All right, this time, if you want, you can lift the leg. Touching down as needed. That still counts. Stepping down. Same side. This time, you can lift if you want. It's okay to wobble. One more time. The rooster stands on one leg. And then circle around, hug the tree. And then soften. The arms open up wide. The hands float down. The backs of the hands face each other. They float up the midline and then drift out to the sides. The fountain. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, letting go as much as you can. One more time, the fountain. And then reverse direction with the arms, circle in front, hug the tree. The arms open up wide. And this hand here scoops under, the other one on top as you embrace the moon. The bottom hand comes up, the other hand comes down. And then circle it around. Catch the moon, bottom hand comes up, other hand pushes down by the hip. All right, now this time, as the bottom hand comes up, the opposite foot touches down in front, testing out the water. And then stepping back in. The white crane spreads wings. Same side, breathing in and breathing out, tapping down the toe. One more time, shifting the weight. Very nice. All right, this time catch the moon, and then we'll spin the moon. So the other hand comes under, bottom hand comes up, other hand pushes down, and maybe just the arms at first. One more time, circle it around. You got it. All right, this time bottom hand comes up, the other hand pushes down. Step the opposite foot right out in front. Step back in, catch the moon. The white crane spreads wings. Very nice, one more time. All right, this time, step in and catch the moon. Then the arms open up wide. The hands float down, the fingertips point up. The hands come all the way up the midline. They spiral out and away from each other, and then back down. We call this silk reeling. Spiraling the energy throughout the body. One more time, breathing in. Breathing out. And then from here, circle in front, hug the tree. The arms open up wide. This hand here scoops under, step in as you catch the moon. We'll step out to the side. The bottom hand tosses the moon into the sky. The other hand pushes down, parting the wild horse's mane. Circle it around, breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. All right, one more time. All right, now this time, catch the moon, make 2 loose fists. Then rest your head on the pillow. The bottom fist comes up to pull up the covers. The other hand comes down. Circle it back around. Catch the moon, 2 loose fists. Bottom hand comes up, the other one comes down. The lazy monk rests his head on the pillow. One more time. I didn't make that one up, I promise. All right, and then from here, sit back, let the hand float across the horizon. Take your time as you step in, catch the moon. Other side, parting wild horse's mane. Bottom hand tosses the moon into the sky. The other hand stays behind. The yin and the yang. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. All right, this time making 2 loose fists, catch the moon. The bottom fist comes up as you pull up the covers. The other fist comes down. Circle it back around. The lazy monk. Say for short. So. All right, one more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. And sit back, hug the tree, bring it back to center. The hands circle out and away from each other. They float down by the legs as you step 1 foot in, coming on the ball of the foot. The arms float out to the sides like a beautiful bird. The crane. Touching down or lifting up. As always, meeting yourself where you're at as best you can. This time the arms can float up and over, and then stepping down, other side, the crane. Just the arms at first. You're soaring through the sky. Lifting up if you like. And then the arms can come up and over this time. Stepping down to center, the hands float down, palms face up, one hand on top of the other. This hand floats all the way up and over, and then down the center line of the body. Other side, breathe in as the hand floats up. Breathing out, centering. Calming the heart, calming the mind. One more time, centering. And then both arms float all the way up and over, just as much as you can. The hands float down to the waist as you soften down. And circle in front, gather in the energy to transform into loving kindness and self-compassion. One more time, open the heart, rising up, Softening down. This time make a diamond shape with the hands in front of the heart and then press out, sending out all your loving kindness to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. Then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. The hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. Let your body rock and sway very gently, like bamboo in the wind. Just feeling into the body, feeling into the breath. And then bring your attention into your heart, creating an inner smile. Expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. And if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. Hands can come together in front of the heart. We can finish with a bow. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, I'd love it if you shared it with a friend or someone from your family to spread the love. And I'll see you in the next class.